Sigils are a massively impactful part of making your character in Granblue Fantasy Relink actually deal massive damage, have more sustain, and more to get you through that harder and harder content. Well, not only have we finished every quest available in the game, but we've done a bunch of testing in the training room to see which sigils actually make a difference, and you might be surprised with the results. Make sure to share any sigils that you've found to be extremely useful in the comments so we can all learn together if I missed any out. Initially, you might think stacking together multiple attack boosting sigils is the best possible way to deal more damage, but what you will actually find is that after a certain limit, you will no longer deal any more damage no matter how much attack percentage you stack. This means piling together skills like stamina, tyranny, and life on the line will actually not benefit you fully and will result in many wasted sigil slots. So this brings us to the first sigil that you will eventually need to make a top priority in your build, its damage cap. Within Relink, there's a hidden cap of damage that you will hit per attack, combo finisher, and move, meaning more attack will not benefit you past a certain point. Damage cap will literally raise the ceiling of what damage you can deal, making it a massive and top priority as you reach the mid to late game. It does go up to level 65, and at this point, your damage cap is raised by a massive 250% for your attacks, skills, and SBA, making it vital to actually dealing more damage. So this is a sigil you will be farming for and you will need to build if your focus is damage. Next up is the attack sigil itself. It might seem boring at first, but it scales very well at higher levels, as you can go up to level 50 for plus 2000 attack. The thing is, attack is very common and generally easy to get on your weapon, imbue, and sigils, making it an easy way to juice up your attack quite substantially. We've seen big returns in stacking attack as high as possible, so long as you aren't hitting that damage cap. And then we have Stamina, which is a pure attack boosting sigil with seemingly no downside, as it boosts your attack based on how high your HP percentage is, up to 70%. Because you want to stay at high health anyway and potions are easy to use and abundant, this is an easy thing to achieve and makes it a seemingly better option than Tyranny, which offers attack as well but lowers your maximum HP. We found that Tyranny will bring your health below different thresholds for getting one shot on the higher level bosses, so it's a less desirable option where Stamina can do the same thing without the drawbacks of potentially getting one shot. And now we have to look at Linked Together. This is an amazing sigil that we worry might get overlooked. Link time will activate when your link percentage is 100, and it is an insanely massive damage window to deal huge damage on bosses even in the very late game quests. We've found that link time was some of our biggest sources of damage output in a quest, which makes the sigil Linked Together extremely good as it gives you way more link level gained per link attack, it boosts your link attack damage, your SBA damage, and your chain burst damage, which altogether is very big. Essentially, you want to get link time more often in quests, and this will get you there faster and make you deal more damage. We do slightly worry how good this will be in fully online quests, as players are required to all sync up in the link attack, but in pre-made groups or with randoms that actually contribute to the link attacks, this is going to be very good. Then we have Potion Hoarder and Autorevive. These are two completely non-damaging skills that actually end up being amazing for a couple reasons. The Autorevive procs don't count towards your critical count for side goals, and it works on a timer, which means it comes back pretty quickly, especially when you reach level 5 sigils, making it a pretty useful passive thing to have on those harder quests where one-shotting is possible and the side goal requires you to stay alive. Potion Hoarder is also great because at higher levels, you receive extra revive potions, meaning less downtime when making mistakes, but also the blue potions are a party-wide heal, so it's good to support your team, but also gives a couple percentage to your link level, meaning you can chug a few of them if you're close to a link time without wasting a whole link attack just to get a few extra percent. For characters with a big focus on charged attacks as their core damage output, we've found that both quick charge and charged attack can be very useful as they provide substantial buffs to your overall damage for these charge attack focused characters. If you aren't playing a character that uses charged attacks, then obviously this isn't going to be very good, but for characters like Percival, it's a very good option. Aegis is also very nice for certain bosses because the percentage health increase that you get from it allows you to pass some attacks one-shot threshold, making some of the harder bosses way easier and more lenient when you mess up your dodges or timings because you can survive through extra attacks. Finally, there's the character-specific sigils that you can obtain through the Knick-Knack Shack vouchers after finishing the main story. It's random and rare to get them, but they offer massive unique buffs to each character, so they're almost always worth it if you're lucky. Each character has 2 different of these unique sigil buffs, and they can roll on the same sigil if you're extremely lucky. So definitely keep an eye out for these if you get one for your character. And make sure to subscribe down below for more Granblue Fantasy content coming your way soon.